Tour today brings us to Nazareth. The city of Nazareth was an agricultural. This was in the time of Jesus. The city had no trade routes, and it was of very little economic importance. And it was not mentioned in any of the Old Testament or ancient texts. And it is said that the village was settled before 600 BC. It is believed that the population did not exceed 500 during the time of Mary, Joseph, and Jesus. Nazareth was a small Jewish village where people knew one another. And like Jesus, they studied, played, and lived together in the Jewish tradition. They would gather in the synagogue, meeting for prayer. Nazareth is where the Word became flesh and dwelt among us. Its people worked hard so they could pay their taxes and survive on what was left.
2,000 years ago, the Lord came down to dwell on earth, to live a human life through unordinary birth. And I can't imagine just how much He had to give. But why did He come here? The world is a cruel place to live. He came for you. He came for me. To the earth from eternity, to pay the cost, redeem the lost. Why did it take so long to see? He came for me. He bore our sins on a cross so that He could make a way for us to walk with the Father every moment of every day. And He didn't come just to show the world that He's Lord. His body was broken so His Spirit could be outpoured. He came for you, He came for me, to the earth from eternity, to pay the cost, redeem the lost. Why did it take so long to see? He came for me. Now He's alive, His Spirit is moving among us today. He's in my heart, so that I can finally say, He came for you, He came for me, to the earth from eternity, to pay the cost, redeem the lost. Why did it take so long to see? He came for me. He came for me.
Nazareth is where Jesus grew in wisdom and where He spent most of His life on earth. It is here where He lived the human experience, sheltered by His mother Mary and His father Joseph. Jesus spent His childhood playing in the streets. Such scenes from His boyhood found their way into His teachings and parables in harvesting grain. Jesus sought to convey the wisdom of God and the principles of His kingdom through the natural and social world of His own. Unveiled what may have been the home of one of Jesus' childhood neighbors. The humble dwelling is the first dating to the era of Jesus to be in the hamlet of about 50 impoverished Jewish families. Based on clay and chalk chairs found at the site
The dwelling appears to house a small Jewish family. This may well have been the place that Jesus and friends were familiar with. The young Jesus may have played around the house with his cousins and friends. The archaeological team found remains of a wall, a hidden outlet, a courtyard, and a water system that appeared to collect water from the roof and supply it to the home. This village of a few hundred residents at the time of Jesus is now a chaotic and bustling city of some 60,000 plus, with department stores, churches, gas stations, and factories. It is the largest church in Nazareth. According to the earliest Christian traditions, the church is built on the site of the house of Mary and Joseph. The church is located in the center of Nazareth. It was built between 1955 and 1969. This was built over the ruins of the Philistine and Crusader church. It is easily recognized by its high dome, which makes it the most prominent structure in the city. Pilgrims from all over the world come to Israel to see the holy sites.
the virgin, that she would conceive a child who would be the Son of God.